We got a call at about 7:30 last night on a medical emergency out at Fairmont Hot Springs Resort. Upon our arrival, the personnel from Fairmont and other people that were swimming in the area already had the people out of the pool. There was a 54-year-old female and a 4-year-old female. They were performing CPR on them. The 4-year-old female was resuscitated on site at the pool. Both females were transported to St. James. The 54-year-old female was receiving CPR at the pool and into St. James. At that time, she died while she was in custody of St. James, in care of St. James.
You mentioned there was just happened to be an officer there?
We did have an officer, an off-duty officer was on scene out there. He was swimming with his family. He assisted in giving CPR and first aid to the victims.
And you said, how did it come to their attention that these individuals were in distress or needed help?
Witnesses that were in the pool swimming saw the 54-year-old female and the 4-year-old female in the pool together, playing, yelling and screaming and having fun, and then all of a sudden they disappeared. At that time they alerted the lifeguards. Lifeguards came out, were able to pull the victims from the pool at that time.
So they had gone under?
Yeah, they were gone under. They were able to pull both victims from the pool.
So nobody noticed them in distress until after?
There was no distress. All they heard was they saw them out there playing, and then all of a sudden they disappeared, and that's when they notified lifeguards.
Can you, and I don't know if you know this, but when at like places like Fairmont and stuff, is it a swim at your own risk policy there?
They have lifeguards on duty, so I'm not sure what their policy is, but I know they have lifeguards on duty.
How old is the off-duty police officer?
I don't know.
Okay.
He's been on the job over 10 years.
Okay, so veteran officer, obviously, and your officers are trained and that kind of stuff too.
Our officers go through CPR training every year.
So
CPR, drowning, all that type of training every year.
So he was just there to help them as well.
Yeah.
And you did say he stayed with her in the ambulance on the right?
He did. The officer didn't stay with the 54-year-old victim and continued his efforts for CPR until they got to the hospital.
And then the 4-year-old you said was life flighted to Missoula and seems to be...
was taken to Missoula via life flight. Seems to be, from my understanding, is in good condition.
And you don't know the relationship between the woman and the girl?
I do not know.
But they somehow knew each other. I mean, they must...
I believe they did, but I don't know what it was.
Because when at the scene, did the 4-year-old have any other parents with her, or was she with?
Again, I don't know.
Because obviously a 4-year-old can't be there by herself.
So I don't know what the relationship is between the 54-year-old and the 4-year-old, or
if she brought her
there was other relatives at the scene.
How's your officer doing as far as after the...
Chris, he's doing good. He's doing good. He's a good man. I just talked to him this morning. Just part of our duty. And we're trained, like I said, we are trained in CPR and drowning victims and choking victims.
And so even when you're not wearing that badge, it's kind of like you're on duty all the time.
You reacted well. Obviously, you reacted like you're supposed to.
That's true. It's a natural reaction for him.
Good.
Great.
All right, and I don't know. Is there any kind of investigation, or what basically goes from here?
Look, again, it's turned over to the coroner's office as far as the investigation into the cause and manner of death. We don't make that ruling, so that'll go through the coroner's office.